identifying the focus, vertex, the focal width, and the directrix. So let's take a look. So real quick, looking at number 10, when I look at this, I immediately know what the vertex is going to be. So let's just make a little list as we go. So vertex, what is the vertex of this parabola? It's going to be -4, 2. Notice it's sort of backwards from the order in the equation, but the x value comes from the x part of the equation, and the y value comes from the y part. Any questions on where the vertex is coming from? Okay, so let's graph that. So -4, 2. So there's my vertex. Okay. I'm going to need the p-value, so I might as well do that now. Remember that 4p is equal to this number right here. So 4p equals 16. So if I divide both sides by 4, I get p is equal to 4. Okay? Now, is this parabola facing up, down, left, or right? It's facing to the right. And that's important to know. When the y is squared, it's sideways. It's either left or right. When this number, the 4p, is positive, then that makes it to the right. All right, that's important because that tells me to take my p-value and go to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4 to the right. That tells me what my focus is. So that means my focus is the point 0, 2. Now, if I want to graph this thing better, I need to know the focal width now. All right, the focal width is 16. It's just the number sitting right there, the 4p number. The focal width is 16. It's always positive. That means at the focus, I need to go up 8 and down 8 for a total of 16. So that's going to put me here at 10, okay? And that's going to put me down here at 6. All right, so make sure you have those two dots clearly dotted on your graph. So this is going to be a nice wide parabola. All right, but I also know where the directrix is going to go, don't I? All right, it's got to go P, but in the opposite direction. So 1, 2, 3, 4, it's going to be here. Okay, and that my directrix is vertical, so that's x equals -8. All right, so that's how you did number 10. All right, look at number 11. Okay, number 11 looks weird because it's backwards and it has this fraction and it's all in the wrong place. So I'm going to change all of that. Okay, so first of all, I'm just rewriting the equation backwards. Okay, because normally we put the x squared, we put the squared thing first. So if I write it in the normal way, okay, I'm going to leave this like it is for now. So I have -1/4 x minus 4 squared is equal to y plus 2. Usually we put the squared part first, so I just flipped it around. But then the 4p number is usually with the non-squared thing. So I need to fix that as well. Okay? Now that negative sign, I can put it in the numerator or the denominator. I'm going to put it in the denominator. 1 second, because that makes it more obvious that I'm going to multiply both sides by -4 to cancel that out. So I multiply both sides by -4. Okay, so that's going to give me x minus 4 squared is equal to -4 times y plus 2. All right, now it looks like a regular, frankly, now it looks like number 10. So you could do everything we did before. I can now read the vertex very easily. So here I go. Vertex the vertex is going to come from these two, so that's going to be positive 4, comma, negative 2. It's basically the opposite of this and this. And I can graph that while I'm at it. 4, comma, negative 2 would be right here. So there's my vertex. Now, is this graph opening up, down, left, or right? When the x is squared, I know it's either going to be up or down. Looking at this negative 4, I know it's going to be down. So let's just keep that in the back of our minds. So it's time to find the p-value. Okay, so when I go to find the p-value, I know that 4p is equal to negative 4 right here. So 4p is equal to this negative 4. So dividing both sides by 4 gives me p equals negative 1. So I know we're going down, so that means that negative 1 means I'm going to go 1 down. So this is going to be my focus. So that is 4, comma, negative 3. So let's record that. Focus. All right, 4, comma, negative 3. Meanwhile, my directrix should be the same p-value in the opposite direction. So this is 1 down, so my directrix will be 1 up. So this will be my directrix. Okay, so that makes my directrix y equals negative 1. Horizontal lines are always y equals something. Okay, we might as well do the focal width, all right, because that's on our list of things to do. Okay, which one of these colors did I not do yet? Okay, the focal width is just this number sitting right here, except for it's always positive, so 4. So the focal width is 4. That's going to help me draw the parabola better, because if the focal width is 4, that means at the focus it's 4 across, which means 2 to the left and 2 to the right. All right, so that helps me draw this thing. Okay, that is awesome. I think that's it. I think we're done with number 11.